All right, guys, Turkey Day is upon us, and I've got the latest crate club to check out. So let's open this thing up and see what we got this month. What's up, guys? Eric here with At Home in the Future, and I'm back with another Crate Club unboxing. If you're unfamiliar with the subscription, it comes in a few different flavors. They kind of started with a quarterly thing they call the major box, which they still have and is really cool. It's about $3.99 a quarter, and they also have a monthly box now. Several options of that. There's the major crate, which runs at about $199 a month. That's what we check out in this channel, and if you want to get the subscription for yourself, you can follow the link on the screen or down in the description. But cool stuff here, prepping stuff, tactical stuff, survival stuff, a little bit of a different mix from some of the other stuff out there. Let's see what we got going on in this thing for November 2024. Okay, stuff I haven't seen right off the bat. That's a good sign. So here is our guide. All right, several items here. Sometimes they put something on the back of this thing, so you always gotta check. I'm gonna pull out all the stuff and then we'll take a look through it. All right, so here we go. Let's start out right at the top from Outdoor Element. Yeah, we had the Contour Feather. I feel like Outdoor Element may have the biggest disparity between their packaging and the quality of the product. This packaging always reminds me of something you get from Amazon that has like just no branding or anything, but their stuff is actually really cool. So this is a pretty cool little knife. Kind of a neck knife-ish kind of shape here. You can do a bunch of different setups with it if you want, but it comes with this sheath here that's definitely made for like belt or waist carry here. Let's see, let me get this thing off here. All right, so here we go, little knife. Let's pop it out of our sheath. That thing is in there. So itty bitty little blade that is very, very comfortable. Gigantic choil here for your finger to go in, but feels like something you just sit there and just do little detailed work with it. Jimping right at the right spot here on the back. You got a striker spot here for a ferro rod, which is actually built into the sheath here. So that's one of the cool things about it is VG10 steel. It's very nice. You got a little hex wrench built into this as well. You've got a whistle built into the end. You've got a sharpener built here on the sheath. And I'm sure I'm missing something else because it says 6-in-1 multi-tool. Just a great tiny little knife to keep on your belt and just get some work done and mess around doing like some bushcrafty stuff and everything outside. So I really like this little thing. G10 scales, super comfy, super tiny. Again, it kind of punches above its weight class. When you look at the packaging of this, you wouldn't expect much. But this may be my favorite thing that Outdoor Element makes. So good job, guys. Next up, something I'll admittedly be very skeptical about from Stansport, a survival chainsaw. Where'd this thing go? Down here. So I've never used one of these I thought did a great job or didn't hurt my hands. But from the appearance of this thing, it does have big, appears to be like paracord. Yeah, paracord handles. I guess if you're in a circumstance where you need the paracord, you got an extra solution there. Let's see. Okay, so here we go. Okay, big handles, that's nice. And you've got basically a chainsaw blade attached to some nice handles and everything. I'll say this, there's an actual chainsaw blade. That is a good sign. Most of these things are just like kind of a sharp wire around like two little circular tabs you're supposed to put in your fingers, but hurt like the dickens when you actually try to use the thing. So as far as attempts at this kind of concept, the actual handheld chainsaw could work, maybe not. I'll actually have to try this thing out because I am compelled by it. I feel like the only point of failure could be eventually the way this paracord wraps around these little grips here. I wonder if that would wear over time and eventually break through that paracord. I don't know. Paracord's pretty strong, holds 550 pounds of weight by nature, so we will see. But that and this connection point to the actual chainsaw blade itself right there has me a little curious. But I'll say, this could be one of the best handheld chainsaws I've seen, even though I'm not a giant fan of the idea just from experience. We'll see. I don't know. Pretty interesting. It says a case is included. Yeah, it does have a little case down in here. So you got a little roll-up thing for that. We'll have to test that out down the line. All right, next up. Something I haven't seen in any of these boxes before, an XL emergency fire blanket from Prepared Hero. Now, I don't know much about these. Let's read about it real quick. All right, so it's 23 square feet. I guess it smothers flames the second you throw it on. That's pretty interesting. So you throw it right on the fire and it should extinguish the flames, I guess because it just gets rid of any air going to it, or God forbid somebody is on fire and you need to put them out. You have no way to put them out. But actually this is a really cool safety item. It says made with woven fiberglass. You can see this material has kind of a sheen to it right there. So I guess the blanket in and of itself is completely fireproof and by nature would basically drown out anything you put it on. So I actually really do like that as a safety item. I like how it's got these quick pull tabs on it too, so you can yank this thing out. It says it's 23 square feet. Okay, cool item. From Prepared Hero, it's got a little bit of heft to it and everything. Reusable and never expires. Dig the concept of that. Next up, something I'm a little bit familiar with is Simple Strap, which is really interesting. It's kind of a take on bungee cord. So you have just this like they say, a simple strap. I don't know if it's silicone. It's a little bit tacky, but they got a big roll of it here and you can cut it however you want. But see, it's got some stretch to it. You can kind of see the word stretching out there. But it adheres to itself, and the claim is that you can wrap this around stuff, whether you're tying down stuff in your truck or bundling up, I don't know, hoses or cords or whatever. It is reusable, but 4 wraps around itself will hold like 400 pounds of pressure. It says it works dusty, dirty, wet, and underwater. Interesting stuff, and a ton of this stuff too. So great to kind of keep around the garage until you need it. Dig that as a utility item there. Next up, something I have not seen, although I had the Leatherman version of these. They're, I think, Raptor shears is what they call them. They kind of fold down. This is, I guess, Sog's version. This is Para shears. These are basically high-end shears that can cut through just about anything, made obviously for paramedical purposes. It does look like these fold down, similar to the Leatherman versions. Compound leverage to really chop through stuff. I know the Leatherman ones can actually like cut through coins and crazy stuff like that. Lots of built-in multi-tools in this. Glass breaker, line cutter, oxygen wrench, rope cutters, bottle openers in case you need that, Phillips head, lots of things. Let's open these up and take a quick look at them. They weigh 4.8 ounces. Here we go. All right, so right off the bat, I do like how grippy these are. The Leatherman ones are kind of at weird angles and thinner. But these have, I don't know if this is plastic or G10 or what, but definitely more reinforcement where you can get a better grip on them. And they kind of have like that skin protective feature there for cutting through clothes, which is what these are meant for paramedics that need to really quickly assess an injury and cut through jeans or something like that, or a seat belt. And that's what these are intended for. These feel really nice. They've got kind of Sog's compound leverage thing here that you see in a lot of their multi-tools, that little gear looking mechanism there. I'm curious to see how these fold up. I'm just gonna try it. They go right for it. They do, wow, they fold down pretty small. You've got almost a deep carry clip. That's nice. You do have a locking mechanism there. And you've got like these little outside accessible tools. So let's see, I'm gonna unlock these. So yeah, you do this little unlock mechanism and then you can pull these out. They all kind of have a little nail neck carry. So that's where you get like your Phillips head and all, and tiny little serrated blade it looks like. All right, pop those back in. Let's see this other side here. Those tweezers? We got some tweezers built in. That's an interesting thing. And you've got your line cutter, seatbelt cutter stuff there that almost looks like it has a little liner lock mechanism there. That's cool. Get my tweezers back in, yeah. So you got a little liner lock mechanism right there for your seatbelt cutter. And then I think these just open right back up. So actually, you know what? A very good take on the trauma shear idea. Good job, Sog. I didn't know these existed. All right, that's cool. All right, last but not least, from BSD, we have the Brooder Blade VG10, 3.15 inches. It's got a little bit of a micarta scale, and stainless steel is a liner lock designed for EDC. Let's take a look at this thing. I do like the packaging. And right at the top here, you got a little diamond logo. I don't know if that's like their brand logo or what. Super cool packaging. Like paper. All right, very nice EDC size. We got a flipper there. We got a little bit of micarta, like they said. The rest of it is stainless steel. Kind of an interesting duotone. A little bit of a deep clip. Almost just barely pokes out the top there. But a deep pocket carry. I don't know if that's ambidextrous. It is ambidextrous, so you can switch it around. Let's see the action on this. All right, that's actually really nice. Cool stone wash finish. No jimping or anything. But very comfortable. So right down here in the choil, it is a liner lock. The action feels really nice. Very easy to open and close up. Sometimes liner locks, in my experience, can be a little bit stiff, but do like the feel of that one. Very nice, but I do like the jimping there on the liner lock mechanism too. It gives you a little bit of grip. It actually doesn't feel too bad in your fingers. It's got a little bit of a choil to it. I do like this thing, very EDC-able. You got that kind of skeletonized scale there just to cut some weight where you can see right through it. So when it's closed up, I didn't even notice that at first really. It actually provides maybe a little bit of extra grip. You just got your finger, at least from my hands there, my fingers almost kind of fall down in that little groove. So I like that thing. So from BSD, the Brooder VG10 steel, definitely gonna get some pocket time. And that is it for this month's box. We've got the Brooder, we've got Sog's Para shears, we have some simple strap, we have a hand chainsaw that could actually be useful. We have a really high-end fire blanket here. We've got the Contour Feather from Outdoor Element, a really good little fire pit kind of goof off bushcrafty knife thing. Lots of cool stuff this month. Again, if you want to get the subscription for yourself, you can follow the link on the screen or down in the description and save yourself a little bit of money. And if you're into survival, prepping, and tactical stuff, this is definitely a subscription you should check out. So go grab a month or two and see what you think. All right, guys, that's it for this month's unboxing. As always, if you dug the video, be sure to hit the like button because it helps the channel out a ton, and subscribe if you want to see more stuff like this. See you guys next time.